There are few settings more beautiful than West Point. Nike Stadium sits on the banks of the Hudson River, ready to come alive today in support of Army football. This is not your normal matchup. A battle of top 5 teams, 2 forces colliding here near the end of the season. Cannot wait for this one. Big playoff implications. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week. The Pittsburgh Panthers taking on the 10th-ranked team, the Army Black Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Panthers will kick this away to get us going here. Return begins inside the 10. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They're going to run the option. He decides to keep it here. Breaking free at the 35. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. They get him down, but that was the kind of explosive chunk play this offense has been looking for. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? The quarterback's got it on the option. Pitch to the back. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Okay, ready? Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. 3:25. Here's the option play. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
So now from the 29, it's 3rd down and short. Let's see what the play call is going to be here. Already in field goal range, but of course thinking touchdown. They'll run the option. He'll toss it to the back. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches to go.
Offense facing 4th down.
So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. A running play called on 4th down. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop.
Interesting call here early, showing that they're coming in with an aggressive mindset, but they come up short of the 1st down.
Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. They start the drive with a quick throw to the left side. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He's moving out of the pocket. On the run here. Lets it go. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on 1st down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker.
Some really tight windows to throw into for this quarterback with the defense sitting back in zone. But he finds the curl route, and he shows you his arm strength by getting it in there.
Looks like Pitt will have the 1st down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On third down, he drops to throw. He'll take a deep shot. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. Going the other way, can they stop him? That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
And the Army offense comes back out onto the field. Defense got a big fourth down stop in the last possession. Let's see what happens here. It's a quarterback keeper. Oh, the ball comes loose. The offense recovers it. They maintain possession but lose a bunch of yards.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks have got to do a better job of having awareness and taking care of the football. I felt like he got the ball away from his body there a little bit, allowing it to be knocked free. He caught a break because one of his own teammates was able to see that and get on top of the ball.
And he's brought down out at the 46.
You know, a toss play just starts with the offensive line, whether or not they can set the edge on the outside, whether it's a tackle or a tight end in that same direction. If they do that, you're going to have positive yards. If you can't set that edge, play's going to blow up.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. He's moving out of the pocket now. On the move, looking deep. Catch made down inside the 20.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
And the Black Knights come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
Let's go.
They'll try to run it with the option. Got a lane. Can he get in? He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Army.
Chris, you don't see it often, but how much do I love seeing that fullback get a touchdown? He blocks all the time. They rarely give him a chance to get his hands on the ball, and when he does, he's rewarded with 6 points.
Now the important point after attempt. And the PAT makes it 7-0 open scoring. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start for 25. Panthers offense is back out on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Looking for the wideout. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. And the gain just good enough for a first down. It's nice execution to pick up the first down. A little curl route, Kirk, against the zone.
Yeah, when you play zone coverage like this, it's very difficult to defend this route if the quarterback does a nice job of reading the coverage. I thought he used his eyes there to be able to move the defense where he wanted them, created an opening in that defense, and then he made a great throw for that first down.
So a positive play, Kirk, with the crossing route. This is the defensive communication the coaches were worried about in this game.
Yeah, it really is a challenge in this call. When the offense goes with that deep crosser, that defense has to do a good job of communicating, really keeping their head on a swivel and understand who's coming into their zone. That time they just lost the receiver and they gave up the big gain.
Pass caught, second down now. Looking to chuck it again. Looking to scramble. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
And I am so impressed with the athletic ability and speed of this defense. Quarterback does a pretty good job of keeping the play alive, scrambling off to his right, but that defensive speed and their aggressive nature get to him.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. Brought down to the 22. It's a first down, very near the red zone now.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
And that's just thrown away. A pretty obvious intentional grounding call. Yeah, here's the marker. Now it's second down here. And the quarterback dropping back, going for his running back. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Boy, this quarterback is living on the edge. Remember, he threw an interception on the last drive. Thought he might learn from that. Instead, he throws the ball right back into coverage. I thought he threw another pick. He better change the way he's playing the game or he's going to cost his team a game.
The sure hands, it's Johnson. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's fourth down.
Boy, they get some big yards here on third down, but they're still going to be short, so it'll bring up a fourth down and a big decision for this offense.
Can they keep this drive going? It's fourth down and 6. Quick throw to the left. He fires this throw and it's intercepted.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack because right now, this isn't working.
And here comes the Army offense onto the field now. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. It's an option look. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, the quarterback does everything right except pitch the football. The defensive end's going to take him, which is great. That's what you want. But you got to get that ball out quicker to not allow that defensive end to make that play.
They'll try the option play here. The back's got it on a pitch. Finding space at the 20. Finally brought down, but the option produces a big gain that time. That's great execution.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
And looking to throw now on first down. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
Good awareness here by this defense, keeping their eyes on the quarterback, knowing that he's a potential threat. That time, before he could get out, they keep him to a short gain.
Second down after that previous play. Send the back in motion. Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. Contact as he let the ball go. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Offense facing a third and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. They're going to run the option. Pitch play to the back. He'll be stopped for a loss on the play. The defense all over the option that time.
Now, a fourth down. Number 13, on to first down. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Army 7-0.
And the Black Knights will have to kick it away. The offense will have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll call for the fair catch here. Pittsburgh offense is back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. It's a quick grab.
You know, not a lot of room there for the quarterback to operate, but he shows you the accuracy to be able to make that throw and get some yards.
That completion makes it second and short. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Panthers. Just ran away from the defense.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Fields it just outside the goal line. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Turns on the speed. Still going. It's a foot race. All the way for a touchdown. Special teams making a monster play. The returner gets the touchdown, but a bunch of guys contributed that time.
Yeah, exactly right. The blocks up front really set the tone to be able to give him his chance. You don't see this happen very often in this game where a guy gets a chance to have a kickoff return for a touchdown. Everything has to be just perfect, and of course, he had the speed to be able to get it all the way to the end zone.
The extra point makes the lead 14-7. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Pittsburgh offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd down.
Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And he's got it. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's a great catch near the sideline and does a good job of getting that foot down to secure the catch.
This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Looking for his back. Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a 1st down for this offense.
Pitt getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Trying to find some room. It's Johnson.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And he'll set up to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. The pass ball incomplete on the scramble attempt. Good coverage there. After the incompletion, they'll have to try to convert here on 3rd and 9. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Short pass finds the tight end. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a 1st down. Pitt now operating in the red zone. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Defense is coming after him. Running through the tackle.
Picks up 4. 2nd down coming up.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. looks right for a quick completion. They bring him down, but the game sets up the offense 1st and goal from the 10. The Panthers will line up here on 1st down and goal. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. 1st down, looking to throw the football. Physical defending, that one falls incomplete, brings up 2nd down. The offense now operating in empty. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Locates the tight end, it's complete. Brought down at the 2 after the catch. The offense close to punching it in.
That's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback safety blanket.
They come up 2 yards from the goal line. Can they punch it in here on 3rd down? Back to throw again. Pressure is coming. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And it's caught. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
You put 5 wide receivers into a formation that puts so much pressure on the defense. Do you have enough guys that can cover? Quarterback does such a good job of finding the weakness and exploiting it.
No problem with PAT right down the middle. The PAT ties the game here in the 2nd quarter now. And here's the return from inside the 5. And the returner brought down by the coverage team.
And your Colby Black Nuts will take over 1st and 10.
And the Army offense comes back out onto the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. Already got the 1st down, but looking for more yardage. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
For offense coordinators, you see big runs like that in the 1st half, and you're really excited because that opens up so much more of your playbook, especially all of your counter plays and your play action.
Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. The pass rush closing in. Oh, that one's picked off. Going the other way, can they catch it? And that's a solid return after the interception.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. Pass is caught. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense. Well, they feature the fullback as a receiver there, Kirk, but the defense was not fooled. They're all over.
I like the idea of trying to change it up and get the ball to the fullback because he doesn't get his hands on it very often. But as you said, the defense all over that, not fooled at all, and the result is a loss of yardage.
It's a short completion to the big tight end. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to 1st down yardage yet.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Important 3rd down play coming up after that completion. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Well, if I'm this defense, you get these guys to 3rd down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage rolled to this receiver to take him away. This guy
he's got some room. Can he get there? Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there, and the offense will have a 1st and goal. This Pitt offense is moving quickly down the field. And the quarterback just sneaks it. 2nd and goal for the offense. DB is looking to jam the receivers at the snap. And they'll try the quarterback sneak. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Pitt.
Nice safe call here for the touchdown. The quarterback does a nice job of just kind of waiting to find the crease behind that center and guard. Found it, got low, and found the end zone.
Lining up to try the extra point. He knocked through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back.
14.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Army offense comes back out onto the field. This offense trying to bounce back. The last possession ended in a pick. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Grab down the middle. It's Sheffield. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. That's the 2-minute warning here before halftime as the offense tries to cut into this lead. A completion makes it 2nd and short. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Go with the toss play here to the left side. Let's give credit to the guys up front, the offensive line, center, guard, tackle. They seal the edge. But I love seeing the receiver's willingness to be a part of that and a good job of blocking downfield. Otherwise, that play cannot be spilled out of the backfield and into the open field. So everyone handled their responsibilities perfectly to pick up some nice yards.
And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Didn't find anybody open. Brings up a 2nd down now. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Trying to create outside the pocket, but they've got him for a sack. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Timeout, Army.
On the set.
That sack sets up a 3rd down play.
Green 25. Lion.
Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. It's caught downfield. Defense able to stop it. It's 4th down now.
Chris, they're going to come up a little bit short of the first down, but this is a great effort here by the entire offense to give themselves at least a chance, a much better chance of converting here if they decide to go for it on 4th down.
Well, the offense failed earlier in a 4th down attempt. They'll try it again here. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. On the run here, lets it go. The pass falls incomplete. A big 4th down stop for this defense.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on 4th down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that first down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the first down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
Finds his target. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37. The Panthers come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And the pass is just thrown away. Clearly intentional grounding. And here comes the penalty marker. Second down play coming up. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Receiver makes the grab. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker. The offense goes 5 wide, empty backfield. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
The Panthers will line up to boot it away. Hunter comes out for the first time today, looking to pin him back. And the punt lands out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they'll spot it here. And here comes the Army offense onto the field now. Backed up this close to the red zone in the final minute. They said they just decided to take care of the football and look toward the second half. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Plenty of time back there in the pocket. He's going to throw to the right. Oh, grabs it near the sideline. It's a huge gain. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
How about that? The receiver had nobody around him. That's frankly embarrassing for this defense when you let someone deep downfield go completely uncovered.
On the double.
Split backfield here.
Here we go.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. The quarterback's got it on the option. Pitches to the back. Finding some room at the 25. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Okay, ready?
And the Black Knights looking to take advantage of the red zone trip here.
Spider. Lasso. Lasso.
Here comes a throw from the red zone. Lets it go quickly. Caught near the goal line. And he steps out of bounds just short of the end zone. Couldn't quite get there.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, man, puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
Got it.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Black Knights.
Boy, how exciting was this first half, man? We get a touchdown here. They're an extra point away from tying this game up. A lot of great action here.
And now they'll set up for the point after. And it's up and good. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. Just 12 seconds remaining in the first half as they line up on 1st and 10. Back in motion now. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Lets it fly to the wideout. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half.
Timeout, Pittsburgh.
So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. And he drops back in the gun. It's a deep throw down the right sideline. And it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Pitt. This offense cannot be stopped.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Fielded in the end zone. It's Benson. And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Black Knights will kick this away to start the second half. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Panthers offense is back out on the field. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
On the run, he'll let it go. And it's incomplete on the overthrow. Just too much on that ball.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, that's going to cost you.
So off the incompletion, it sets up a 3rd down and 3. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And he dumps it off to the tight end. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a 3rd down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it, you convert, and you keep working that clock.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. He's running out of time here. Escapes the pocket, but cannot make a play, and they sack him.
Good pressure here by this defense, but it felt like the quarterback held onto the ball a little bit too long to come up with that sack for the D.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
For this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so we'll just throw it away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
So 2nd down after the incompletion. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Quick throw to his receiver. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
And the Army offense comes back out onto the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? He'll pitch it. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Crosses the 10. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Army.
Just great execution here by this offense. And so many things have to go right for this option to be successful. Recognizing and getting a defender to commit to the quarterback, a nice pitch, and then having a lane for the running back to run through. And there, everything lined up. Things work out like that, it's really almost impossible to stop.
Now the try here for the extra point. He knocks through the PAT and ties the score here in the 3rd period. Now they get set to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Pittsburgh offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Makes a quick grab. That's a quick tackle, but they pick up solid yardage on that short throw.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Fires it to the wideout. He pulls it in for a big gain. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
Well, this is a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. The timing here is impeccable.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Here's the second down play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Receiver makes the catch. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
Looks over the middle, and that's complete. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain. And the big numbers just continue to pile up for this quarterback. That's more than 400 passing yards in the game now, Kirk.
Chris, this defense has tried everything to slow him down, and nothing has worked. Whether they play zone or man, they blitz to try to put pressure. Anything to get him out of his rhythm has not been able to work because of the way this guy's been able to read coverage and get the ball out of his hands quickly, and the results have been a monster day.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Ending off on the draw play. And tackled after a small pickup there. Well within field goal range now, but they're hoping for more as they line up here on 3rd down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Catch made on the out route. And he's marked out of bounds after an excellent game, but there is a flag on the field. This one might be coming back. And the Panthers looking to cap the drive here. It's 1st and goal. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Under pressure, just lets it go. And he just throws that one away. Took a big shot, but avoids the sack. 2nd down and goal upcoming. Looking for a gap. It's Johnson. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Nice job by this defense on that 2nd down, so we now have 3rd down and goal. The offense could be thinking about 4-down situation. They need to put the ball into the end zone. They don't want to settle for a field goal here.
They'll look to throw it on 3rd and goal. He's got it right near the end zone. And he's down at the 3-yard line.
Chris, it's not always the big, tall receiver that gives these defenses headaches on slant routes. Sometimes it can be that undersized guy from the slot. It's very tough to get your hands on.
So what's the play call? It's 4th and goal from the 3. Offense looking to throw the ball. Launching one to the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback and this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage. They've got to make some adjustments with their attack because right now it's not working.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking to make a play deep downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Big chunk gain in the first play of the drive sets them up near midfield in 1st and 10. Here's the option play. Quarterback keeps the football. Pitch to the back. Defense stops him short of the first down marker, and that'll do it for the 3rd quarter of play.
And after 3, the game is tied.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play.
3:25.
Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
And the quarterback keeps it here. He'll toss it to the back. Breaks loose at the 40. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Boy, there's nothing more demoralizing for a defense than to give up a first down on a big run like that on 3rd down. You've got them where you want them, probably thinking that they're going to throw the ball. Instead, they run it and gash you for a huge gain on the ground.
42, Spider. Ready.
They'll run the option. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. They get him down, but that's a solid game.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Ready.
And the Black Knights looking to cash in the red zone.
Set. Ready.
We'll try to run it with the option. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Let's face it, we all want a team full of guys that can just make big plays and get first downs and touchdowns. But you know what? You got to have a big man. You can just turn it to him and hand him the ball, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
Pound 55 weak. Check, check. Ready.
Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out.
Ready up.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. It's an option look. Quarterback still with the football. Touchdown, Black Knights. And they'll claim the 4th quarter lead.
What a call inside the 10-yard line. You truly have to trust your quarterback because things happen fast down inside the 10 on this option play. Doesn't give it, doesn't keep it himself, pitches it out, and comes up with 6.
And the point after is right down the middle. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Pittsburgh offense is back out on the field. That costly red zone interception the last time out. Let's see if they can recover from that error. And he'll just lob this pass into the middle of the field. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. What an electric play. Suddenly, they move into scoring position, down to the 24.
That's one way to be able to move the football up the field in a hurry. These are the types of plays that can really galvanize an offense.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. With the catch, it's Johnson.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
A completion sets up a second down play. Quick throw caught on the left side. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
Interesting call here, Chris, with a screen pass in the fourth quarter late in the game. I think they're expecting the defense to get upfield in the pass rush. Give the defense all the credit. Recognizing it, almost really anticipating that this screen was coming, and then rallying to the ball.
Looks like Pitt will have the first down.
I love it. Third down, the way this back is running, just keep feeding him the football, and he's going to come through for you. And he does here at a critical moment in this football game in the fourth quarter. Nice job.
And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? And he's got some open field ahead. At the 30, past the 20, at the 10. Brings the interception all the way back. Touchdown, Army.
Great job here by the backer, just mirroring the quarterback, reading his eyes, then stepping in front of that throw, comes up with it, and then he goes back to high school, shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands, takes it in for a touchdown.
Now the all-important extra point. Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the fourth quarter. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Panthers offense is back out on the field. They moved the ball in the last possession, but a devastating end of the drive, a pick 6. Here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. Defense jumps on the ball. It's a turnover.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do. On it for a big turnover.
And off the fumble recovery, can the offense punch it in? It's first and goal. They'll try the option play here. The back's got to run a pitch. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Black Knights.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
PAT is good. They slammed into the kicker, and penalty markers are down. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback. They'll start at the 25. First down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And looking for a big play here. Yet another interception. The disastrous performance continues. Now look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And the Army offense comes back out onto the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far, and they keep it going. Pitch play to the back. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Ready?
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? They're going to run the option. Pitches to the back. He's tackled after a big gain. Picks up a 1st down. Great execution on the option.
Boy, this offense's execution has been on point all game long, but especially in this 4th quarter. They're getting better and better, and this defense seems to have just quit out there.
And the Black Knights trying to cash in here in the red zone. The quarterback's got it on the option. He'll pitch it. Touchdown, Army. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield. He may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. And now the kickoff team is out on the field. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. And the Pittsburgh offense is back out on the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. An interception on the 1st play. Let's see if they can do better here. Moves the ball up to the 30.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Finds his man. He's found some room at the 45. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. This quarterback on fire today. And they'll set up now for the extra point try. And it's good.
The extra point is good. That makes the score.
I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick.
35.
And the receiving team has recovered. Looks like the hands team did its job. It fights through a tackle. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Comes the Army offense onto the field now. They really protected home turf well here today. What a satisfying victory. They'll run it here. The fullback gets the carry. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front